By the end of 1944, the Allied armies in Europe are threatening the German homeland itself. Hitler is much like an animal at bay. He must strike back or perish. He believes that a heavy concentration of troops in one supreme and daring effort may turn the clock back to 1940, drive the Americans and the British all the way back to the Channel ports, and force them into a negotiated peace. It is a desperate risk, but Hitler must take it. Hitler first broaches his plan in September 1944 as the British and American forces prepare their final smash into Germany. Although several generals feel the plan much too ambitious to be sustained, all follow the Fuhrer. Late in October, the Germans begin secretly moving their units to points east of the Ardennes without arousing Allied suspicions. 25 divisions, 250,000 men, roll toward the Western Front. Attached to the 2nd Panzer Division is a mortar unit commander, Lieutenant Werner Polchow.
2 days ago, my mortar group was ordered out from the Westwall bunkers and sent to this regrouping area. There's a coming and going like I have not seen for some time. There are very many modern and good war vehicles, and quite a few highly decorated officers and soldiers from other fronts. Also, many young soldiers who never before have seen battle. They are excited from all this activity and weapons. From the outside look of things, it seems that a whole new army has come into existence.
Aliens fleeing Germany and Luxembourg provide hints of troop concentrations. Captured German soldiers tell Allied captors an attack is being mounted. When a First Army intelligence officer warns it might come in the Ardennes, his colleagues suggest he suffers from battle fatigue. All agree the Germans are on their last legs. They can't possibly launch a counteroffensive. North of the Ardennes, the Allies have 16 divisions poised on the approaches to Germany's western border. Half of them battle-wise but exhausted. The rest green and untested. South of the forest, there are 10 American divisions preparing for an offensive into Germany's Saar region. The American Third Army under General George Patton is scheduled to begin the attack on December 19th.
The order is given. General von Manteuffel says to the officers in our division, "Gentlemen, let's go. Cross the river Meuse and reach Antwerp without looking left or right." That is the shortest order I ever have received. We old, experienced soldiers feel that this attack can only be the last struggle. But the young men are impressed. They have enthusiasm. They believe the war can be turned in our favor.
Early morning, December 16th. A shattering barrage of German artillery and rocket fire lights the skies. Weather for the next several days provides effective cover for the German might that floods the roads. In the center, the Germans gouge a 12-mile corridor to the approaches of Bastogne. They are ordered to surround and bypass this town, then drive for the river Meuse, the first goal. There is all-out confusion. Communications are sketchy. American troops suddenly discover Germans in front and behind them. Panzers, under cover of fog and rain, slip into American armored columns, then blast the Americans off the road.
So far, the resistance has been sporadic. The Americans are caught off guard by the surprise of our attack. They don't know what all the shooting is about, since it is coming from every direction.
"10,000 troops of the Green U.S. 106th Division, the Golden Lion, are encircled by the Germans. Their officers see no way out. More than 7,000 soldiers of the 106th destroy their arms and give up. Next to Bataan, this is the largest mass surrender in American military history." "15,000 American airborne troops are rushed as reserves to defense positions around Bastogne. In command, General Anthony McAuliffe, acting commander of the 101st Airborne Division.
Quite near Bastogne, our unit encounters very strong fire from the American infantry. They are skillful with their defenses, so our panzers bypass the town. Then we bring up our mortars and artillery and start firing on the enemy emplacement.
With communications shattered, other Americans fight isolated holding actions. Cooks, orderlies, supply personnel pick up guns, fight as infantry. So do the engineers and artillerymen. Gradually, small scattered units hold up the German advance, especially around Saint-Vith. Hitler's timetable, 2 days to the Meuse, is upset. On battle maps, the German salient quickly has taken on the appearance of a bulge extending well into Allied position. The Ardennes offensive becomes known as the Battle of the Bulge.
It doesn't take long for orders to come down from headquarters. We get 2 hours to load our tanks with extra gas and be ready to pull out. I'm in command of a light tank with a crew of 3 men. 1 man goes after rations, another gathers up our bedding, while 2 of us tend to the tank. It's one big rush. But by 2200 we, and I guess the rest of the division, are ready to shove off.
It becomes obvious Hitler is risking everything in one last desperate military gamble. On the 3rd day, General Eisenhower orders General Patton's 3rd Army to attack the German flank and relieve Bastogne. Patton, with his army 125 miles south of the Bulge, replies with a near impossible statement: "We attack the day after tomorrow." December 20th. The Battle of the Bulge is in its 5th day. American forces are reeling under the impact of the mighty German offensive. General Patton and his 3rd Army are driving north toward Bastogne to counterattack. A freeze sets in so the roads can support the heavy armor.
The whole division is on the go. Somebody must be in a hell of a hurry because every vehicle is ordered to drive with lights on. It's definitely not according to the book, but we're making fast time. Between looking out for enemy planes and watching the tank running ahead of us, I feel like a swivel head. Each man takes his turn at driving while the rest of us sleep curled up in our seats. Radio silence is being maintained, so there's no way of knowing what's up. We just follow along and hope the guy leading the column knows where he's heading.